Hey guys, welcome to Bastion Time. I am your host Bastion and this is Nintendo News. Let's get to that news. First of all, an interesting statistic regarding Nintendo stock prices and the fact that they dropped 8%. Now 8% doesn't sound like a lot, but when you think of it in the grand scheme of how much money that actually is, that is a nice chunk of change. And it dropped 8% directly after Nintendo's financial briefing, where they said, oh yeah, by the way, the NX isn't coming out this holiday, Zelda Wii U isn't coming out this holiday, that stuff's been moved to March 2017, and so the stocks plummeted. But it makes sense, in my opinion. Investors are not too amused. Recently, Nintendo did finally recognize that it is Zelda's 30th anniversary. You know, they did a huge deal about Zelda's 25th anniversary, but not for the 30th, which is kind of odd. But I mean, I guess it makes a little bit of sense because that's only 5 years more, you know, a 25th, then a 50th, and then a 75th. Those are the dates we usually celebrate. But can you imagine the 50th Zelda anniversary? Is that even going to be a thing? Hopefully it will. But anyway, I think I'll still be alive to see that, I hope. Anyways, yeah, they're finally acknowledging that it exists, but not really saying if they're doing anything for it. It doesn't really sound like they are doing anything for it, so that's unfortunate, but at least they acknowledged it's a thing. Also, at that financial briefing held by Nintendo, they announced that they'll be selling the majority of their shares in the Seattle Mariners. Now, if you weren't already previously aware, yes, Nintendo owned the majority of shares for the Seattle Mariners. Why? Well, because not Iwata, but the previous president had a thing about baseball and blah, 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 blah. Anyways, the point is they've had these shares forever, and now they're like, why do we have these things? Let's sell most of them. And they're selling most of them to stakeholders who already have shares, and they'll keep some, but I don't know. I'm not too invested in that myself. Even though I was just in Seattle, not last weekend, but the weekend before, meh. So the Zelda Symphony has announced that they have a new product available for you to purchase at their shows, or probably even online as well, and it is the Wind Waker Baton. So that will be useful for you if you want to add something like that to your collection or your cosplay or whatever. It looks pretty decent. It's plastic, and I would have preferred wood, but, you know, that's probably asking too much. Anyways, it does look very nice. If you want to check out more pictures of it and the price and whatnot, there's a link for you down there. And our final story for the day is about a very bizarre thing, which was the Pokemon Live show, and that it rumored to exist, but nobody was really certain that it ever did exist because it was so long ago and so strange that nobody could imagine that such a thing could be. Well, there's finally video proof of it existing and things like that, so there's quite a long video detailing all of the known things about it as well as footage from it, so if you want to watch that, there's a link for you down below. And that's it for this episode of Nintendo News. See you guys in a couple days for more news. Bye guys.